What am I doing?
White and blue running through my veins. On the pitch where the glory remains. The cockerel stands brave on the crest. North London pride, this ain't no jest. From lane to the new shining ground. Echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time. We march on through grit and grime. Oh, Tottenham, Tottenham, till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh, Tottenham, Tottenham, till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
Yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching this podcast. And yes, if you are listening to it, I will explain what we're wearing. Nick is wearing a bicycle outfit, walking funny a bit like John Wayne. Josh is sitting in his Manchester United uniform, ready to go and sack Carrick. Stacey is sitting there in their Leeds kit, thinking, why can Leeds not win a trophy? And Jess is sitting there thinking, I want to join the consortium that's going to buy Liverpool. And if my first job I am going to do is sack Slot. Oh, breaking news, he's already gone. So she says, I'm going to get back and enjoy myself. Yes, I'm expecting a reboot from Stacey on that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting.
We have won trophies, thank you very much.
I said you're waiting to win
Well, a
your
lot of
next
trophies.
trophy, I said.
Ah,
No pressure on us to win our next trophy. No.
They're my
Nothing anyway.
friends.
Innit?
I can't rest at Tottenham crew dissing Leeds, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
is that because I was late? Are you picking me because I was late?
I think
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
Yeah,
Who's digging
my
that
fault.
grave?
No, you know how much I love Leeds. You know how much I want to go there and sit in the home fans and be a nutter. I'm one anyway. I fit right in at Leeds. I think I should have been a Leeds fan instead of
Make
a
sure you wear
Spurs
at
fan.
least. It'll be all right.
I go there and the two pair of them be on the top tier, just pouring stuff from the top tier down on my head.
we
I
are.
can see it happening.
Well,
You can see it happening
some
now.
fans are like that in Yellow Road, but not all.
Yeah, I need to work on the intros. Right, I was going to do a funny intro, but the AI's taking so long to come up with something. I'll give it as an outro. But welcome to the Fans Perspective, the only podcast where 5 fans from 5 different clubs can actually agree on stuff, which is quite unusual. Next to me, of course, is Nick. Josh there for the Man United end, Leeds for Stacey, and then Jess also Leeds and Liverpool. Guys, very quickly, welcome. Good evening. I hope you're all doing well. Jess, I want to start with you. Argentina and Spain. Spain won the World Cup. You and Josh got it correct. Absolutely spot on in the predictions. I want to start the Argentina end, right? And I want everyone's thoughts on this. Should FIFA ban Argentina? Or what I'm trying to say is, it's finding them not enough. Should they now be banned from a World Cup for their behaviour afterwards?
Well, let's face it, Dermo, when they put that flag up in semi-final, no ever happened with that.
Yeah.
And then they
that's
get
true.
to the final, and fair play to Spain because they deserved to win that game. But the amount of, excuse my French, shit that were going on in that game that referee never dealt with in the first few minutes, there were a lot letting slide, in my opinion. And then they lose. And you can lose gracefully as well and just shake everybody's hand and walk away. You can't be getting people by throats and pushing them and shoving them and doing all that sort of stuff. In my opinion, you've got to set that precedent and deal with it because you can't behave like that.
No.
I
Sometimes
agree.
you've just got to be the bigger person and say, do you know what? We want that good today, but Spain won. Shake them hand and let's move. But they're not like that.
I mean, look, I agree with you, Jess. Stace, if you were FIFA president, what would you do?
I'd ban them, but it ain't gonna happen. They'll get a slap on the wrist. It'll be that, just a slap on the wrist. That'll be it. Because, like Jess said, even for the semi-final, the whole Falklands flag thing, that was just brushed away by FIFA. Nothing came of that. And last time I checked, nothing political was allowed, and they got away with that one. Even the Falkland government literally released a press and saying they did not agree with what the Argentinian team had done. See, the people of Falklands were miffed, but no, they just got away with it. Argentina have got away with a lot in this World Cup. I'm not gonna lie, a lot.
I do
Did
agree.
you see that statement FIFA put out, Dermo? So a lot of people had said there were cheating going on in that, and they actually brought a statement out and said, well, we've looked into betting patterns and this, that, and other, and we can safely say that there's been no corruption in the World Cup.
That's basically we investigated ourselves, and in conclusion, we've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That's basically what we've done.
But some of that refereeing were iffy for me, and it all was Argentina. Let's be honest. The goal that they didn't get against Egypt when they scored it, that into goal. You know, Mo should have had a penalty. There's a lot of iffy decisions that have gone against other teams when they played Argentina, to be fair. I can't lie.
I think there's a stat out there that I think, Josh, that Argentina have got more penalties in the last World Cup than England have in the history of the World Cup. I mean, how much? I mean, look, we can tell there's corruption in football. We knew there was bias towards Argentina. But how pleased were you that Spain won out on the day, that football won out? And also, did you laugh when you see Donald Trump trying to get in on the trophy parade? He reminded me, Josh, of an old granddad at a wedding, standing on the dance floor, and you're trying to get him out of the way, but he won't budge. I mean, did you find that bit funny? I was in stitches. What me and Derb were watching it, and I was in tears of laughter because I just found it so funny. What did you make of that bit? But also the final itself for Spain.
I think it was deserved for Spain to win that. Not only the game, but the World Cup as itself, and how Argentina have what's the word? Like behaved and the controversial decisions, but Spain were definitely the deserved winners in the game, and they say football, but to be fair, I never watched the Trump one live. I saw a clip of it afterwards, but I never saw it live. So.
I mean, it was so funny. It really was. I mean, Nick, he was there, and you can see the FIFA president trying to drag him off, and he wouldn't go. Firstly, he tried to get into the trophy lift.
Yeah.
Roger then said to him, "Could you please go away?" He's standing there, and honestly, Nick, it was the most funniest thing ever. But the final, I will go back to the girls because I've got another question about the final for the girls down below. But as a whole, the final, how disappointed were you? Because I think it's been a great World Cup, but the final was such a disappointment. But other finals have been bad as well, Nick, over the years, to be fair.
Yeah, I felt, just going back on to Argentina and the so-called bias, going into prior to the match with England in the semi-final, England had earned a yellow card for every 7 fouls. Argentina, by comparison, had earned a yellow card for every 19 fouls. And this is what I felt was there is this FIFA mollycoddling of these stars and who they want and all the rest of it. And I felt that getting a yellow card for every 19 fouls, which is nearly 3 times the rate of England, goes to show everything. They were flying into tackles, the Argentinians, where they're lucky they didn't injure people. But when you're so entitled and you're being so reinforced, it gives them that. And then it was just like this petulance at the end. I definitely think that the players involved in the fracas need to be banned and substantially banned. As for the final itself, I mean, the better game was the third place playoff, France versus England. That was a cracking match, wasn't it? It was like none of us can defend. 10 goals in, and then it was Spain versus Argentina, and Spain done what they needed to do. If the truth be told, though, if I've never known a team not to get a shot on target or a shot at goal until the 117th minute, and then you're having a punch up at full time. So 1 minute, boys, you didn't get a shot on goal. Now you're upset you lost it. What planet do you live on? Spain done. If Spain took their chances earlier in the game, they could have run out 2-3-0.
Yeah, Martinez was fantastic. Wanted to be fair.
And Argentina didn't offer anything. They didn't have a shot on goal until the 117th minute.
Messi was non-existent in that game.
Yeah,
but you can't. No disrespect with Messi. You can't. One player don't carry a team. He's already done it all through a tournament. Messi's 39.
He can't run.
You know what I'm saying? He don't do it. If you look at his heat maps, he walks half at the time. He's 39.
Yeah, he does.
He's got him single-handedly, really, to that World Cup final. So if he's had an off day, it's time for every team players to step up. You've got Alvarez who's rated at £200 million. Where were he in that game?
Yeah,
I think the whole team was non-existent, Jess, if I'm honest. It looked like they didn't turn up.
It was like if Messi doesn't do anything, there's nothing happening.
Agreed.
There was something before that. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going around, a bit like France 98 with the original R9, and we know what happened to him. He had a fit before the final, and he wasn't himself. Yeah. There was a lot that something happened within the dressing room. We don't know how true it is. There's a lot of conspiracy going around that Messi's family wasn't there. Certain people didn't turn up. I don't know how true. I don't know if it's just paper talk. But Jess, I was on the watch along with you and Stacey and Josh. Please do get over to JS1 Talks Football. It's the only other place you'll find me. It's my other home apart from here. It's run by lovely people, down-to-earth people that, that you want in your corner. If you're down in the dumps, these are the people you want in the corner. Josh, Stacey, Jess, and the gang over there. I think it's the best channel on YouTube. And if you haven't nominated for it, I'm going to come and find you. You nominate that channel for a nomination, and then you nomination this channel, and I'll pay you 50. Right. But girls, but if you look at the final itself, girls, right, and you saw it took to 110 minutes before Argentina had their first shot on target. Nick made a good point that Spain should have won 2 or 3-0. But how did you think there was anything suspect with Argentina watching that? Did you think, hang on a minute, something isn't right here? Do you think the final was a little, I don't know, was there something corruption in that final? What's your thoughts on it?
It was just disappointing for a final. It was disappointing in how.
Let's be honest, Cape Verde took them out where Egypt nearly took them out.
It did, yeah. I know.
England, we were 5 minutes away,
I know, we threw it.
Yeah.
And if you look at some of them challenges, especially that elbow on Elliot Anderson, no even happened. Like the referees were quite poor. So I don't actually think there was any corruption in that final demo. I just think Argentina was going to turn up.
No,
I think they got finally found out. The team stood up to them.
Yeah, Spain came to win.
Yeah, and the thing with Messi, I'm not. Please separate the legend, like with Ronaldo, the legend that of the career, to the player that is present today. Now, everybody was waxing lyrical about Messi, but I wasn't, right? And there is a reason for that. If you have a look at Argentina's route to the final, barring us, they hadn't faced anybody inside the top 22.
Nope.
No,
had
that's
not.
true.
So that
That
is
is true.
like punching well above their weight. So you're going to score goals. And then when Messi came up against more solid, we were their first top 10 side, top 20 side.
Mhm.
And we threw that game because we put on 3 defenders rather than I would have taken off Harry Kane, stuck Ollie Watkins or somebody to stretch their defence. So you've got an out and a Mainu. So you've got legs in the midfield and somebody to take the ball on the turn and kind of
Saka?
out. Yeah, maybe. But do you get where I'm coming from? I would have gave us an out to counter attack, right? Give them something because they were just dropping. You stick 3 defenders on, you're going to defend. It ain't shocking. And and you're talking about a team that will take shots from outside of the box for fun. It's what Argentina do. So we played into their hands. But I felt like they were finally met a team that believed in themselves and gave no quarter. And that's why they got found out.
I agree. Spain just got there, didn't they? Spain just bobbled along in the background. Didn't put in fantastic performance, but always did enough to get there. I just want one question. Just want very quickly. I agree with Dan. I think if you look at Messi and Ronaldo, Messi eclipses Ronaldo all day long. He may not have a great final, but I think if you think he did score 8 goals on that run to the final, he did get them there. And it was very much, I know I keep looking back and I'm, I come up with some ridiculous stats and that. But Nick, I think you were around in 1990, I think. Do you remember 1990, Italy?
Just about, yeah.
But if you know that Maradona side that took Argentina to that final was very similar to Argentina getting to the final in this World Cup. There was very much similarities to...
Okay. I've got to say, I don't remember details like that. I was kind of like, I remember Gaza crying and all of that sort of stuff.
But
I remember
if you think they run to the final, they lost to Cameroon in the first game. They just beat, I think they got out the group. They beat Yugoslavia on penalties. They beat Italy on penalties as well. And when they did play against Germany in the final, did exactly the same thing that this Argentinian did.
Okay.
I just see very much similarities. I think Messi, for everything, I think he's better than Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo embarrassed himself.
I agree.
And I do feel that Messi is, I think, a better player. Just the last question goes, and then we're going to move on quickly about Kevin Keegan, because I think it's worth talking about as well because of the links to Liverpool and England and everything else that he brought. And then I'm going to get very quickly, we're going to go around and talk about your clubs and what you're hoping for the summer. Are you happy with the transfer business so far? So, Jess, I want you to pick one player of the World Cup. Who is your favourite player of the whole World Cup? All team.
Rodri. I can't lie.
Yeah,
he was solid for them.
Agree.
Had a really good tournament and played through the pain as well because he's got to have a back operation. Whatever you think of Manchester City, I will say one thing. He was solid for Spain.
Yeah, he was.
A1. I enjoy watching him play as well. So for me, my player of the tournament was Rodri. A lot of people didn't agree with me, by the way. We had this discussion on mine. But Rodri for me.
Stacey's not. Are you there? No, I'll come back to Stacey. Josh, who's your team or player of the tournament, bud?
Team and tournament.
Either or.
To be fair, I would say Cape Verde.
Yeah, that's my pick as well. I'm the same as you. I'm going to have to pick it. But I have to say, I do agree with Jess. Rodri has been absolutely fantastic. I thought Haaland as well had a good World Cup as well. So you're going for Cape Verde?
Had a good World Cup as well for England, to be fair to him.
For you, Nick? Team I think Cape Verde for a team is a great shout.
I think, if you're looking for something other than the winner, because you've got to say Spain. For me, I've got to say Spain. They won the tournament, so well done. I mean, France up until the semi-final stage, everybody was looking at them. I would say the standout player is the Cape Verde goalkeeper. That would be my shout. I thought Jude had I agree with what you said about Rodri. I thought Jude had a very good tournament. And I mean, let's face it, 2 goals by Mikel Merino got them through the last, the last 16 and the quarter finals.
Yeah,
That's not bad. That's not bad from the subs bench, you know. That's quite a good little pop up. But no, Cape Verde goalkeeper, without a doubt. I thought he was outstanding, and glad that he's got a contract to one of the big leagues. So pleased for him.
Stace, team or player of the World Cup? Your team or player of the World Cup?
I have to give it to Spain, to be honest. I went all the way.
Yeah.
Player, I'll have to go with my choice because I said Mbappe. So I'm going to stick with Mbappe.
Cool.
So I actually picked him before the World Cup kicked off to be the player of the tournament for me. And he was.
Right.
So.
Very quickly on that.
Rodri. Was it Rodri?
Yeah,
Rodri was player of the tournament.
Oh, no, I say, I think it was top goal scorer, wasn't he?
Yeah, first guy to get 2 gold boots.
Yeah. There we go.
What did you feel about the Golden Boot? Because they were saying, I read somewhere, they saying that the goals in the third place playoff should not be allowed towards the Golden Boot.
Well, then don't play that game then. That's a simple
answer. But across the whole tournament, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So basically, it was still part of the tournament.
Yeah.
Whether it was third place or fourth place, it was still part of the tournament.
And that's
null and void.
That comment came from Alan Shearer, by the way. He did come out because he said it was unfair that Mbappe scored 2 goals and Messi didn't win the Golden Boot. And it was all sort of, again, just around the Argentinian sort of.
The thing is, though, if Mbappe scored less than Messi would have got it. He scored more. He gets it. It's as simple as that. He scored more goals than Messi, so he gets it.
I love watching Mbappe play. I love watching him play. He's just something else. He goes. He really does. Team for me would be Cape Verde because of the Irish link, of course, and I was so pleased for them. Player for me, do you know what? I don't believe I'm going to say this, and I'm being serious here. So, do you know? I think the player of the tournament and the player that's going to be really the player of the next tournament is Jude Bellingham. Because I think he's had a really good World Cup. And
he has.
That goal he scored against France when he picked it up at the halfway line and he drove at the French defence. I don't care what anyone says. That was the goal of the World Cup for me. That was the goal. I mean, there was very much. I said it when I'd done all the England watch-alongs with Jess on her channel. I said it, and I think the guys can back me up in this. I said there's a little bit of Maradona in Jude. The way he was playing, the way he picks the ball up, the way he tries to get something going. There's a little bit that if you give him the captaincy, if you let him, give him a free role, you go out and be Jude Bellingham. I think he's the difference with England not winning a major tournament to England winning a major tournament. Because I think he's the player I think can unlock defences, he can inspire his teammates. He does the donkey work as well as the work moving forward. And I think the next 4 years are going to be absolutely important for him moving forward as a player. Look, I'm an Irish fan, so, you know, what do I know? But, guys, you're all England fans. Jess, just very quickly, I'll go around this way and then we'll talk about Kem King and I'll go around the other way. Just very quickly, on Jude Bellingham, do you think he could be the star for England moving forward now? Do you need to build a team around him?
What is he, 23 now, Jude? So he'll be 27 next World Cup. So they always say that you're prime about that age, don't they? So there's lots of good things to come. The other thing worries me a little bit is playing at Real Madrid.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You don't play him in the position that we seem to play him.
No, they've moved him back, haven't they?
Yeah. That's the other thing that worries me a little bit with him. Because I think he's an outstanding player. And it proved that when he played for England in a position where he actually suits him better.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, why is he being called up on that? And then if you look at it really, when you look down the skin and bones of it, no, he didn't have a good season for Real Madrid, but he had an absolutely fantastic tournament for England.
Yeah,
so it's all about positional play.
I was one of them people that were kicking off that Bellingham was
still drowned in Birmingham.
Okay.
He proved me wrong.
No, I want to dig at you. There were a lot of people.
No, I'm just saying, I am one of them people that I ranted about Bellingham being picked for the England team because of how he played at Real Madrid, and he's completely proved me wrong. He has had a cracking tournament. I eat my words. I put my hands up and said he proved me wrong. So, but Bellingham has been fantastic. Building a team around him, maybe, but I'm not up that point yet. There's still, you know what I mean?
Still more for you. You want to see more, I take it.
I want to see more than just Bellingham. Bellingham, Kane, yes.
Yeah.
But building a team around one player doesn't make a team.
Yeah.
No.
You need teammates that will come together on the pitch and work together as a team.
Ronaldo and Messi in point.
Yeah.
Portugal would have been a better side with Ronaldo out of the team.
Yeah. Agreed. But I don't like
totally
that.
Agree. Totally agree.
It has to be maybe Bellingham being in the team will improve the team, but we can't build a team just around Bellingham because it's not a team then. It's Bellingham plus 10 backup.
But it's not like that. You build a team that can play with Bellingham.
Yeah, that's a good point. To his strengths. Yeah.
I think Jude Bellingham's going to be an absolute superstar. Very quickly, I want to speak about Kevin Keegan. Look, I know he's an absolute legend in so many which ways.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I know how your mind works. It's fine.
No, Russell's singing really loud downstairs.
I can't hear it. It's okay. What's
you laugh at it, you cruel woman. You know.
That's why I said I'm laughing at that. It's a poor timing laugh. Sorry.
That's what my missus does that all the time. She'll laugh at something. I'm looking around as if to say, "Oh my gosh, you can't look." You know, happens.
Nick, Kevin Keegan.
Yes.
I'm leaving Jess to last because she is a Liverpool fan, and I think she should have the last word on the Liverpool legend. Kevin Keegan, the player, Kevin Keegan, the superstar, Kevin Keegan, the manager, Kevin Keegan, the sports personality, whatever. How much do you think of a loss it is for English football that one of their greatest ever players has passed away? And I think he is one of the greatest ever players, by the way, that passed away. I do agree with that. I do stand by that comment.
I think it's a loss in terms of I would have liked to have his voice in modern day football from punditry more, because I think he was a very intelligent guy about how he looked at football. I think there's going to be a swing at some point from this very structured football back to the sort of free flowing at some point. I think more of Keegan the manager, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And I loved the teams that he built at Newcastle. Ginola, Asprilla, you know, all of these guys, it was sexy football. And, you know, I'd love it if we beat them. I all of that sort of stuff. The 4-3s with Liverpool, do you remember those games?
Yeah.
You know, and they said, oh, it can't happen again. And then the very next season, 4-3. They were just Newcastle at that time was such a beautiful side to watch.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about all-time Premier League teams, I know they didn't win it, but they are one of my, like, aside from my club, one of my favourite teams, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
And they were just great. And I know he had his England tenure and all the rest of it. He was a man that was passionate about getting the best out of players. Players loved playing for him. And yeah, it's a loss for the Newcastle Liverpool fans. Did he play for? Why is my brain thinking Hamburg? Was it something?
He did. He went to Hamburg.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to Hamburg as well.
Yeah.
Started off at Scunthorpe.
Great personality. Yeah, Godspeed and all love and strength to his family and friends.
I mean, Josh, as the youngster of the group, as the younger fan, do you know, making me feel really jealous that, do you know, you're young and I'm hitting 50. Damn you, man. What does Kevin Keegan mean to you from a young fan's point of view? Because you would have come at the probably tail end of the Keegan era. So would you have looked back at videos since the news of his passing? What have you done? What does it mean to you, if you know what I mean, from a younger fan's point of view?
It's sad. It's like football for football, but like I wasn't watching football when I was young, like when it was finishing up. So it's not. I was about to say it's a name to me, not like a.
Yeah, doesn't have as much relevance.
Not to sound disrespectful, but
yeah.
No, you're not.
It's a name to me because obviously I wasn't around when I wasn't born when he plays, but obviously it's sad to see any
of course,
legend of any team in the Prem or English football die. So I haven't
that's fair, Josh. And I know it's hard for you because being a football, I've seen a lot of Kevin Keegan, and being older than you, I get it. It's like if a certain player now passes away, and when you're my age, then it will probably have more reflection on you then than this. I do understand that, but it's still nice to hear young fans like you can still be respectful and say, look, I'm sorry. And I think it's wonderful that you have that, and you're a decent young lad as well. So I expect nothing else from you. You really are. You are a top bloke. Girls down below, Stacey, he did play for Leeds at Donna Ravi's testimonial back in the 80s. So he did put on the Leeds shirt, even if it is in the testimonial. For England, had a great England career, finished it off in 82, came back from Hamburg, went to play for Southampton, and then dropped down the league again to play for Newcastle. For you, what does Kevin Keegan represent to you as a fan, as a football fan?
A time when football wasn't was better, shall we say? Because these days you get footballers that just little tapping the down on the knee. Keegan era, they were tough as nails.
Yeah.
Footballing was enjoyable to watch. It was brutal. There was none of this, little tap on the feet, they're going down roly-poly. But Keegan, he's just a legend no matter what. And I am absolutely gutted he has gone. Yeah. When he was in England, when he was managers, he was just all-round really good person to watch play football. Even though some of my era and watching him manage as well, it's a massive loss for the football community that he has gone. I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about Keegan.
No,
if I'm honest. You get some people that are badmouth the manager when they've gone. I have never heard anything bad being said about Keegan at all. Yeah. It's a massive, massive loss for the football community. Like Josh is young, he will really understand. Like you said, if when he's older and a player of this generation now passes away,
it'll mean more.
He could give his feedback. You know what I mean? And I respect him saying, you know what, it's a little bit before my time, but Keegan's up there.
It's an honest comment.
For me, it's one of the top ones.
I mean,
no one else like him.
Yeah, we said it, didn't we? You, me spoke. I think we're on the same stream when the news came out, and we both said, sadly, he won't be. I just really hope he got back to Newcastle. I just really hope somewhere along the line. I don't think he did, but I just hope somewhere he did.
Because he was January. He got diagnosed.
I think it was around the same time as Kenny Dalglish as well. I think around the same sort of times as well. Absolutely. I mean, everyone's been your words have been absolutely lovely. So thank you for that. Jess, look, Liverpool, one of his clubs, he went there from Stockport after playing 150 games for Stockport, went to Liverpool under the great Bill Shankly. And then I think he was
at Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe, that was it. Sorry. Then he went under Bill Shankly. Won, I think, was it? I forget now.
He won first division, didn't he? 3 times, UEFA Cup twice, FA Cup, and in his final season, they won
European Cup.
Yeah.
It will be
3,000 for him, sold him for 500,000, negotiated his contract. It were at £45 a week, but he wanted £50 a week, and he got his £50 a week. £50 a week to play football.
£50 a week. What's that these days? That's nothing. The
I'd
players
still take it now.
Now,
Yeah.
there is a thing here I'm going to bring, which does link Leeds and Liverpool. Now, we know he was playing for Liverpool at the time. They played the Charity Shield. Now, was it 1974, if I'm right? Him and John Giles, the Irish international, had a little bit of fisticuffs. Kevin Keegan lapped him one. Him and Billy Bremner both got sent off.
Bremner.
But Jess, I mean, that's, you look at that, and he even laughed. They did a program about it, and they laughed about it. And Johnny John said, I should have got sent off there. But from a Liverpool point of view, and we can speak, we've got nobody here from a Hamburg point of view. He was a legend at Hamburg as well. But for Liverpool, how deeply are you feeling it as a fan? The loss of Kevin Keegan.
It's very sad, you're a legend for Liverpool, and I'm sure they'll do something in time, a memorial or something for him, just like they've done for Jota. And I tell you what, Newcastle, it'll hit them hard as well, because although he was loved at Liverpool and what a player he was for us, when he went into management at Newcastle, they adopted him as their own, and it don't happen very often, doesn't that? And I tell you another team as well that'll hit hard, when he managed Manchester City as well. He was loved there. Wherever he went, he were really loved, and it'll hit many clubs hard, not just Liverpool, it'll hit Newcastle, City, Hamburg, Scunthorpe, wherever, you know. He was a legend in his own name.
Yeah. England manager. I mean, the way he resigned as England manager as well, after he resigned on his own terms.
Yeah,
which
he did.
was always
He said he
his
couldn't take
own
the
man.
team any further, didn't he?
Yeah, he walked away. He walked away with his head held high. You know, he was honest and said, look, I can't do it anymore. I can't take him any further. I'll go, and you can bring someone else in. That's what you want as someone managing your club. They see that they can't take it any further, and they'll happily step aside, let someone else come in and see if they can progress the team.
You know, I think he will. He always said it himself. There's two things I will be remembered for: having the perm, and the rant. And he says that's what I will be remembered for. I mean, he did the advert for what was it, Spice? I don't know if people remember Spice.
Oh my God, Spice. Old Spice. Jesus, I remember that.
Spice. I remember my dad wearing that back in the day, like, and me as a little kid nicking it. I like the smell of that. I'm going to put some of that on. It is, man, but look, very sad. And any word on Kenny Dalglish? Is he getting better? Is there anything from
Nothing,
him? Or...
as far as I'm aware, Jess, about you, I've not heard out.
Yeah, he's looked. He didn't really want it in the public eye, which he already said that. But as far as I'm aware, treatment's going well, and he's on the road to recovery.
Wow, that's good. But look, our thoughts and prayers are with the Keegan family at this sad time, from everyone here on this podcast. Absolutely, from everyone.
On the Newcastle side of things, I know a few Newcastle fans.
Yeah.
They are heartbroken that he has passed away. They're hoping they can do something at Newcastle for him. Like Jess said, they adopted him. He is huge within the Newcastle community. They absolutely adore him. And like I said, I know a few Newcastle fans that I'm quite close to, and they are absolutely gutted he's gone.
Yeah.
It's a massive loss for Newcastle as well. So it's like, it's that one person. We can all sit here and go, it's a massive loss for the football community that he has gone.
It is.
And he also, sorry, just to say, I forgot, I completely forgot that. He was Man City's manager in 01-02 that got them back into the Premier League.
Yeah. Then he went back to Newcastle in 2008, didn't he? When he's never managed since after that.
I mean, look, it's just so bad that players, isn't it? It makes you think that players that we grew up watching, and like Sir Alex Ferguson and people like that are legends of the sport, the players of today, I don't think any of them can light a candle to these personalities or these players.
Personalities, I think you've got a good point there. Careers they will, but I think personality is bred out of the academy process because managers don't like managing people with character.
I mean, you had Gazza at Tottenham and started at Newcastle, Tottenham. You had players like Brian Robson, Paul McGrath. Paul McGrath was, Irish legend, Manchester United legend, Aston Villa legend as well. bless him, had his issues with drink. Did play half cockeyed sometimes, but his best performances in when he was half cockeyed, to be fair. But I love Paul McGrath anyway. You look at Roy Keane, you look at Ian Ross, John Barnes at Liverpool, you look at the Leeds players of what is his name? Nicky. What was his name? Played for Leeds under what was his name? He missed the penalty for England in '98.
McAllister.
What was his bloody name? Against Argentina, he missed one of the penalties.
Oh, he's Scottish, that's why. Hang on a minute.
No, he's English.
No, the one I'm thinking of is Scottish.
What's his
David
name?
Batty, he wasn't playing.
That's it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what
David
player
Batty.
you are.
Yeah. You look at players like that. You look at players going back through Leeds' history,
Wayne's
even
got it,
Liverpool's history, Arsenal's history, Tony Adams. Do you know Steve
yeah,
Bold? You look at Tottenham, Glenn Hoddle, Gary Mabbott, Steve Perriman, and our best to Gary Mabbott as well, who was involved in a serious car crash in South Africa as well. He's getting better, thankfully, as well. So big up. Our thoughts go to him. I mean, Josh, you look at the players of today. Do you see any players with personalities within the Premier League that you can say he's one of us? He's one of the fans. Even at Manchester United, we'll go around your own respective clubs, but if you look at United, do you go, he's one of us? A bit like Roy Keane was one of the fans, or Brian Robson, or I don't know, Eric Cantona. Players like that, he was one of the fans. Is there any players today, do you think, in United you can say he's one of us? He would get the bus he would sit in the stands with us. He knows what it means to play for this club.
I would say Kobe.
Kobe Mainoo.
Kobe Mainoo,
Yeah. I agree. That's a good shout, actually, Josh. Jess, Liverpool, Nick, Arsenal, Leeds.
Yeah, I would say for us, going back, Ian Wright, even to this point now, he represents everything. Rocky Rocastle. I think what you'll find is if you're talking about players today, you're going to cling to your youth team. Players making it through in your youth team. So we've got but you're talking character. So the only one that has that real kind of character from the 90s, the golden era of Premier League football, I think Ben White. You guys will probably hate him, but for Arsenal fans, all the little shithousery bits that he does, we love him for it. You know, there's that sort of element to it. But actual characters, as I said, I think the characters are bred out of the game, but those that you identify with, it's your youth players now, because let's face it, everyone says they're joining the biggest club. Everyone says this was my dream move, but it feels kind of paid mercenaries sometimes, doesn't it? It's your youth team that are the lifeblood that I've, come through the system and know the club. So they're the ones that we hope make it. They're the ones we hope come through. That's why Harry Kane was so special to Tottenham.
Yeah, that's true. I lead me to last. Jess, Liverpool, is there any players do you think that will go that you say he'll sit in the Kop? He'll go in the Kop end at Liverpool at Anfield. He'll be one of us.
Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
No,
what a player.
They would both be.
I gotta agree with that one.
I can't
Love
lie.
Stevie G.
What a captain, what a player.
Yeah.
Never won Premier League, but fair play to the guy because he was what a captain should be.
2005
top
Champions League final
Yeah,
against AC
single handedly
Milan.
won that. Same as West Ham game.
Yeah.
Fair play to
When
Stephen.
we saw at the charity match, just didn't we? Saw him play at charity
He's
match.
still got it now, he can still play.
He's still got it. Stevie G still got it because we went to the Liverpool charity match.
Ultimate engine, that guy.
He's still got the speed and everything. He's still got it.
Really?
Oh yeah, we had a good. We were thoroughly enjoying it, and I was looking thinking Stevie G, thinking, "Go on, lad." He's still got it.
He is probably my one Liverpool player that if I could have brought in that era, Steven Gerrard would be the player I'd buy.
Yeah, I would love him at Leeds. Definitely.
Yeah. Leeds, any player you think, do you know what? He'll go down to the local pub with us, sit in the pub with the fans, have a drink, and
I want to say the younger Gray that's just gone out on loan.
Okay.
Is it Harry?
Yeah.
Harry.
That's
Yeah.
a good shout.
You got to think of it though. They've got there's a family connection with Leeds, all of them. So I reckon he'd be good round for a pint.
You've had
Always
some
of age, of course.
cracking players, though. You've had some cracking players, even in the Premier League. One of my favourite being, just for the goals in a month when I was a kid, Tony Yeboah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, do you remember he hit it with one foot, boom, 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 in the net, goal in a month. Then the next month he done it with the other foot. Loved it.
Tony Yeboah. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Some
That's
people
going back.
backslate Leeds right now. You know, this generation looks like we've had some cracking players.
You've
Yeboah,
had
Hasselbank.
Yeah. You can go through Jonathan Wood. I said it before.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand and Jonathan Woodgate are arguably of the Premier League era alone, two of the best English youngsters of that time. Woodgate was plagued by injuries, but got signed by Madrid, and we all know about Rio Ferdinand and what he went on to do.
Mark Viduka.
Yeah,
Mark
he was a
Viduka.
great player.
Even Lee Bowyer and all of that. You know, that was the same team, right? You guys had a team.
You did.
Speaking of that team, like you're about Alan Smith, we've got Alan Smith and all that. Bobby King was on a podcast the other day saying that they actually bought a freewheeler. And whoever was the worst person in training had to drive that car to the game, the next game.
Love it.
And I think the first person who... Yeah, it was Robert Reliant, I think it was. The Oliphant's van. Yes or no? They had to drive that to the game. No matter where it was, they had to drive that to the game. You don't get that.
Allison, Lucas Radaby. Yeah. And all of that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot because my game keeps off.
Yeah, I was just going to.
I'm going to shoot. You carry on. You guys carry on. I just need to shoot.
No, I'm going to finish off now anyway because I've got things to do. This is only going to be very short. Just very quickly, my players would be Archie Gray, James Madison, and I think players from the 80s for me. But I really do. But guys, we are going to leave the podcast here. We are back next week. We will be back with a longer podcast, of course, but the girls have to shoot because they're doing the Ajax game. Who believes Ajax are in the thing? If you want to shoot, we can carry on for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to carry on, I can give you 5 minutes.
You know what I mean? You don't have to finish because we're going. I just need to shoot.
Yeah,
no problem.
Right, enjoy the podcast, guys. See you soon,
guys. Just before you go, Stace, before you go, guys. After you finish here, can you please redirect over to JSY Talks Football? Can you put the link in the chat where your channel for you as well? So we
Josh, you do what, Dan? Because I've got to shoot and get the scoreboard set up.
Yeah, I'll stay while I pull it in. I'll leave.
Okay. Yeah, for me would be Archie Gray, would be James Madison, and players like that. Just the last topic.
1 minute, Dermot. 1 minute. Yeah. You're glossing over that a little bit quickly. So you're going back to the players of the 80s.
Right, I'm going to go as well.
Take care,
All right,
Josh.
Josh. Take care, Josh.
Right.
But you've got players that, when I think of, don't get me wrong, don't love them. But you've got obviously Harry Kane. You've got Sonny. Yeah. Even as an Arsenal fan, I can't dislike Sonny. He's just a lovely human being. And
Sonny would be one to go down to the pub with the fans, I would say.
Harry Kane would not.
I don't think Harry Kane would.
If he's not feeling brave, you know.
Dele Alli. There's another one that might do.
Dele Alli, he might do. But then you've got like Gary Mabbott. You're telling me Gary Mabbott wouldn't have gone down the...
Gary Mabbott would.
Right?
Eric Dyer, he did go into the stands.
Yeah. Eric, he'd probably be in the club bar before playing the...
He was. Do you remember the game he had to run to the toilet and Mourinho didn't know where he was?
Loosely, I kind of do. Yeah.
Tottenham, I think, were facing the corner and Eric Dyer was nowhere to be seen. And there's Mourinho. Where is he? And you can see him running.
What about Ledley King? I loved him as I respected him as a player. That was arguably... I know you had Vertonghen, and who was Vertonghen's partner?
Razor Roddick. He'd definitely go to them. No, I'm just saying Steve MOT.
Razor Roddick, absolutely.
Yeah, Razor Roddick.
But Ledley King is possibly one of your best defenders for me in the Premier League era.
Yeah, I would agree. I really would agree.
Shame about his knees. The guy didn't train. He couldn't train because of his knees. And he's still...
Paul McGrath. It's a bit like Paul McGrath back in the day. He couldn't do a lot of training either. with his knees. And you look, I go back to a USA 94 against Italy. The performance he put in against them was probably his best ever in an Irish shirt. Paul McGrath. I mean, I would love to do a podcast on old players. And I think we should. I think we should dedicate a whole podcast.
But Razor Ruddock makes me think of Julian Dix as well from West Ham.
Oh,
he
God,
definitely would have been.
There's a player,
right?
Yeah,
I remember him being. I remember being about December, I think, and he was West Ham's leading goal scorer. That's how crazy that was.
Just very quickly, I never did get around to it, but I will thank you, Jess, for the gifted memberships. That has gone to Rob Plan. You've got one, and the other one's gone to Renee Coys. Big up to you for gifting the membership as well. Nick, look, we are going to, because this is on Jess' channel as well, so we are going to finish off now. Anything you want to end off? Because it's been a while since we talked.
You said about your signings. You haven't spoken to me about your signings. Are you eager to get off? Are you appearing elsewhere?
I need to do something. I need to go and do something in a minute.
Right, fine.
I tell you what, I am coming on. I'm back on at 10 o'clock if you're around.
No, I can't do it then. No, no, I was being sarky, but no, genuinely, I can't. I have cycled 25k today.
I didn't want to bring it up.
My body hurts in places from a saddle, right? I was on towpaths, all of that sort of stuff. Mate, I'm going to be going up there without ice pack them. I
tell you what, I'll go on for another 5 minutes and we will talk about the signings because I haven't got a chance to talk to you about the window yet. Let's talk about Arsenal signings. Let's talk about your club.
Solis. Yeah. And Messier or whatever his name is.
Yeah. We know Saliba's out for a little while with a back operation. Will that force you guys into being a bit more proactive in the window now? Because you know he was one of your best defenders last season, I think. You're going to have to find somebody to replace him.
You don't replace Saliba. You can only get something to manage the situation. Yeah. So, I mean, there's obviously a time we're going to have to replace him, but you know. So for me, there's a lot of Arsenal fans that are worried, and I'm going through the defence, right? That you've got Timber that can play. We've got Ben White looking fit. I don't know if he stays or if he goes, but we've got Ben White looking fit right back. We've got Mosquera who can play right back, probably our third choice, but he's also right centre back. Cracking youngster, second season. We've got Timber who can play right back and centre back, right centre back. We've got Gabby, Big Gabs, left centre back. We've got Hincapié who can play left back, left centre back, right centre back, but he's not used like that by Arteta because of the left foot, right foot thing. We've got Calafiori, who is we're playing him as left back, but he can play left centre back. I look at our defence and genuinely, I'm not concerned. I'm kind of like they've got enough about them and experience and all the rest of it to be able to cope. I'm not saying that Saliba isn't a big loss. He is a massive loss, but this is all the players that we have already got existing within the squad have had to play without him and can play without him. We had to play without him last year for a good number of games, so they can do it. I think Solis, the Greek winger, the way he plays the game looks like it is just a younger profile to replace Trossard, which we need something on the left. At the moment, I know it's kind of, there's not been a lot of action for Arsenal, or here he goes and all of that sort of bombers and God knows what. But there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And I think we're trying to kind of secure some big deals. And when you've got big deals taking up the majority of your budget, it takes away all of your wriggle room. And I think we're trying to do two very big deals. Yeah. And so it is what it is. I'm patient. You know, worst case scenario, we go in with the squad we had last time. A bit annoying because I do think we have to improve the left wing. If we sign Bruno G, that's a massive upgrade on Norgard.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
But we got there for Tonali ahead of you, so I'm sorry about that.
no, listen, it is what I think that was more than we wanted to commit. You guys were happy to, and that's a good sign of you, because I remember saying to yourself at the beginning, at the end of last season, I was saying to you, look, you need to you're going to have to address your centre backs, because you've got people, you've done it, nailed it. You've got Robertson in. Your fans were melting down. I'm like, what a great signing. You've got experience. You've got know-how. You know, you've got brilliant. You've got Jed Spence going from strength to strength. You've got you've sorted out, most importantly for Tottenham, the centre of your midfield.
Yeah, it's the front three now.
Now the front three, I think from you guys, I get it, because you're looking at Deadwood, injury. Me looking from outside in, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, you need, if it was me now and you could only make one more signing, I would go and get you a decent number 9.
Yeah, but we need wingers as well. We need two wingers. I know we've got Kudos.
Players. Yeah, you've got exactly. You've got players within the squad.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel we need an upgrade on the left side.
Right.
I think the number 10 role is sorted, because you've got Madders there, you've got Shafi coming back.
Yeah.
I know you got Odebear on the left. I know that. And maybe...
have you still got Tell?
Yeah. He played yesterday against NK Dons. And I was looking at that first half, Nick, and I was really disappointed with Solanke. I was really disappointed. And then when Richard came on, really disappointed against him. Yes, it's all about minutes, and it's all about the first few games. It's about minutes, isn't it? It's about getting fitness up and trying to understand.
Yeah.
But what really is the thing, we need to go out and sort out our front three. We are so toothless up front. And I just feel that goal Tonali or Fernandez scored, I'd say one.
Apparently that was a cracker.
I send you. I found it. I'll send you. Send you on WhatsApp. What happened was the goalkeeper punched it.
Yeah.
And Fernandez was there, and he was waiting for it to come down, and he hit the sweetest of volleys into the top corner. Couldn't put it any better. Here is a legend. Here is a legend. I've been surrounded by Arsenal fans at the moment. I don't know what to do.
How you doing, Bren?
You're all right, Brenny?
All right. Hold on a sec. Let me just take you off here. Here we go. There we go. That's better. How you all doing?
Yeah, fine.
Better for seeing you, my friend.
Haven't seen you for a while, Brenny. Do watch you with
Bobby.
Bobby.
It has been a minute.
I do watch you on with Bobby, and there with my notepad and pen when he says it's Tottenham, and me go. And then what I have to do it then, right? And then I have to watch it back and pause it, write it down, start it, pause it, write it down. It's just for God's sake.
Can I ask a question of both of you before you ask yours? I just want to get both your views, and in the chat, pop your answer in. Who do you think currently are? It can be challengers or most improved. 3 teams, your top 3 teams going into the season that you think is going to be a danger and most improved.
Okay. For me, I would say danger most improved. I would go Brentford.
Okay.
Because I feel that there's more there's going to be some surprise signings.
Okay.
Players that's going to come in and work hard and graft like they normally do.
Yeah.
Keith Andrews is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, he has. Cracking job.
You know, I'm actually surprised because Christian Norgard. I know. Bobby said that Christian Norgard looks like he'd be going to
Palace,
the Netherlands.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Is it? I'm sure I heard Ajax.
Oh,
I'm sure I heard there's a possibility that Ajax may look at him, but Palace are looking at him as well. But I thought Brentford would take him back.
Yeah, same.
I thought, you know what I mean? I thought Brentford would take him back. It makes sense if he does. I think he's a quality player. I've always rated him. So Brentford.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Crystal Palace had Glasner still been in charge.
Yeah.
If he, you know what I mean. I still think and they've been unbeaten since. They've got an unbeaten record. They've been unbeaten since December in the Premier League. Even though he's left to go Liverpool, I still think Bournemouth will be dangerous. Even with players they've sold, they always seem to find gems. So Bournemouth will be another for me.
Okay.
And I'd have to go Brighton. And the reason why I'm going with the 3 Bs, the reason why I'm going Brighton is because it's 5-6 seasons. Brighton, it doesn't matter who's in charge of Brighton. They just
perform, don't they?
Yeah. And they keep performing. So those 3 would be my 3.
How about for you, Dom?
Tottenham. We only wake
No, Tottenham's actually one of my picks. They're actually one of my picks, and I'll tell you why in a bit.
Wayne was ahead of me. Wayne was ahead of me. He went Tottenham, obviously. Huge improvements made. Yeah,
I reckon.
No shit, Sherlock. And Forest and Everton. I would say Leeds, because I think Leeds will be a big... I think Leeds will be pushing for Conference League football next year under Farah.
Oh, that's a big claim. Okay.
I'm sticking by that. I am going to stick by that. And I see Brentford. I think Brentford might struggle this year. Brighton, good shout, Brenny.
Arsenal fans, I don't know what
I'm going to have to go with. I'm going to have to go with. It's going to be an outside shout here.
Yeah.
I'm actually going with. Oh, what's the name of the team? Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Oh God, I'm having bad memory loss today. I'm actually going with. I said Tottenham, Leeds, and Nick. You do yours. I'll come back to mine.
So I'm going to go with most improvement in the table. I think the number 1 biggest improvement in the table will be Tottenham. I think with the signings that you have made, apart from up front, you've addressed your big weaknesses and some of the biggest changes that you're going to have. I think Dubravka, or however you say his name, as keeper, good signing. I think the fact that you've only got domestic football and yet you've got one thing to focus on at a time, with your squad that's been injury prone, this could just be the downtime to get everybody fit, everybody focused. And I think you are challenging somewhere between 6th and 3rd. I don't know where you're going to be, but that's where I think you're going to. So that's the biggest improvement. The next improvement for me is going to be Chelsea. And I think the Alonso factor, I think he, as a manager, is exactly what that bloated squad needs, because he'll give it clarity. And he's a bigger name than a lot of the players, and he'll pull them in line. I think they've already signed so much that what they've got on their books, and it's just waiting for somebody with a bit of focus to put the right system in place for them to explode. And I think Chelsea could be title challengers this year because they've only got domestic football. And then my next biggest improvement, the reason why I wasn't going to go Brighton is because I think they're going to have a Crystal Palace moment where it's that Europe and domestic. I think that takes a toll.
I did pick, it was Everton. That was the other team.
I was just going to say, I think Everton, Fulham, good one, Wayne.
Yeah.
But I think Everton could consolidate and do quite well next season because it's their second season in their new home. And I think they've got over that. I think when you move to a new stadium and you've got to get yourself set and it doesn't feel quite like home. You know what I mean? We've both had recent stadium changes. So I think that's a really good shout. Yeah, I'll go Everton. I think Everton might be challenging for European places.
Yeah, I think so. And a lot of people are getting there. Wayne says I can see Fulham doing a bit. I think Daniel makes a good point here. He said, let's be real. Wilson is you signing for Leeds. Yeah. That 10-plus Premier League goes just him without anyone else. And that's why I say Leeds might go into the Conference League because that may be the difference between finishing in that European spot. And don't forget, if we do get the 5th place for the Champions League, then if teams have already won or qualify for the Champions League, but win an FA Cup or win a League Cup, that might drift down into the league.
Yeah, that's true.
And if a team finish, say if Palace win the Europa League because they did win it, that would then go down to another place.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking there's about. I think Leeds is a dark horse for a European whole. I rarely do.
I think that's Dermo. I think that's the signing of the summer so far.
I do.
In the Premier League.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's a great signing for Leeds, by the way.
Yeah.
I agree.
I really do. Guys, we are going to wrap up. My dinner's ready. My missus is looking at me, thinking dinner or a frying pan, and I don't fancy the frying pan, so I'm going to go for the dinner. But Brenny, are you around next week, bud? We'll get you one next week. We'll get you one in the next week or so, because I need to do a show with you three.
Yeah, 100%. And also, I've got plans as well because I want to do something big. Because the group that we're all in, I'm trying to get more. Still trying to get a good friend of mine who's a Man City fan through and through since he was a kid, and I'm trying to get him on. But it's like I'm in an iron. I want to get more people in our group because we've already got we've got United in there now. We got a Villa fan in there. Obviously, we've got a Newcastle fan. I'm trying to get more fans. You know what I mean for us and trying to
more representation.
We've got a Chelsea fan in the group as well. Yeah, exactly. That's the word. You know what I mean? So I want to try, and it'd be nice if we could, throughout the course of the season, also get a few of us on and just just have a bit of banter, have a laugh. You know what I mean?
Or Brenny, send me a link, and I'll be there. No worries whatsoever. Guys, can you all do me a favor? Do me a massive favor before we get the guys where their channels are. This is an every week. I enjoy doing this podcast with the girls, with Nick, with Brenny popping on as well. I think it's the best podcast on YouTube.
It's a great
I really love it. I love doing this. I look forward to Thursday because it's a great, because isn't it, Nick? We're all different fans, aren't we? We're all different clubs and we all come together and we just talk about football.
Yeah,
which is what it's all about. Now, I am on again at 10 o'clock tonight. I'm talking about all Tottenham. I'm going to go over the list. Who's gone on the tour? Who hasn't gone on the tour? That's what I'm going to talk about. A little bit of news come from Give Me Sport as well. A little bit from Fabrizio on Romero, on Vicario. So, guys, I am live at 10, so come and join me then. But we're going to start with the legend, that is Nick, a man that I respect very highly in this community. A man that
you certainly are, mate. You are.
Brent.
A person that a person I have an awful lot of respect for. He's one of the nicest Arsenal fans around, and always there for me when I needed somebody. He was there, and that's why I praise the girls as well, because he's another channel or person that I know that I can turn to and turn to as well as Brenny, because I've known Brenny for a long time as well. So where can people find you, Nick? And also I am gonna spring a little surprise on you. This is homework for next week's podcast.
Here we go.
Right, and then I'm going to send it to the girls as well, so I will put this in the group chat.
Brenny, this isn't your dodgy feet pictures again, is it?
No, it's about fingers this time.
Okay.
I enjoyed the feet one, but I'm going to fingers now. I feel like I need to broaden my horizon. Right. I want you, and I'm doing this on the podcast on Sunday, I want you to pick a team from the Conference League.
Yeah.
League One.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
League Two.
Right.
And the Championship.
Yeah.
Who's going to get promoted?
Yeah.
3 teams for promotion, teams for relegation. And also, I want you to pick a dark horse in the Premier League that's going to get into Europe. Okay. So you can't pick the top 6. You can't pick.
Okay.
The teams you can't pick is the teams that normally get into Europe.
Okay.
So you're looking at Villa, Liverpool. You have to pick somebody that is going to be a dark horse. So like a Coventry, which might never happen. Teams like that.
Okay, how about your dark horse for finishing highest in the table? They're not going to win it, but okay.
Highest, your dark horse for finish highest in the thing. So that is your homework. Yeah. Do you know what, Daniel? I've already said that, and I hope somebody's clipped me that I've said that Leeds will get Conference League football. So clip me on that. Nick, where can people find you? Put your link in the channel because I know Bobby's around again to do his transfer question and answer thing.
Yeah.
I'm just asking when we're going to get an invite on that. By the way, just when we
you're talking to the wrong guy. I'm not
Yeah.
booking. I'm not booking. So I gotta be honest. Like, you're talking to the wrong guy.
I'm joking.
We're talking about the football takeover, and we
takeaway, as I always call it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I call it takeaway. Seriously, I don't know why.
I mean, you called me Bob for the first 6 months, so it's all good. It's all good.
Mind you, I did actually.
So, we're on the football takeover. We're on 6:45 most Fridays and Saturdays, and it is basically discussing all Premier League transfers on the Friday, and then we're a bit more Arsenal based on the Saturday.
Yeah.
So you can find me there, and obviously my defunct channel of Geeks of Muckleby is there. But I occasionally do a guest appearance as well on the greatest Arsenal channel, which is the Brenny 74K channel.
Oh, yeah. That is the great. That's bigger than AFT.
Oh yeah, they contact Brenny.
Yeah,
for the info. You know that's how it is here.
Oh,
I know. I
unsubscribed to them, so they don't anymore.
Hang on, Brenny. I heard in the grapevine when they started off AFT, they had to ask you for permission to run it because they said you were the godfather. So do you know what, Nick? A bit like Miami Vice, you're a bit like Crockett and Tubbs. You know, I can see Nick. He's got his Daytona out there. You know,
I've got the pink shirt with the roller.
Yeah,
and the white chinos.
That's it. Yeah, I can see it, and a pet alligator as well. To be fair,
why not?
Yeah, I've been watching that recently. Actually, Miami Vice.
Have you really?
I have. I love it. Somebody said to me, "What's the 80s?" As I said, just watch Miami Vice.
Yeah,
100%.
That's the 80s.
That's funny that you said that. Do you know what I can't randomly come across and watch an episode of? Can't tell you why it is there. Magnum PI.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Selleck.
It's not bad. That.
Yeah. I was like, okay, why not? Let's go with it. You know,
the American James Bond that never got to be James Bond.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him coming in? The name's Bond. Big moustache, everything what is not in the book, right? He just walks in.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Nick, do you want to stick your link in the chat, bud?
It's all good.
Brenny, Brenny, please put your link in the chat, buddy. Great, absolutely brilliant channel. We will link up again, definitely, as the season starts.
Oh, 100% we will.
Yeah. Where can people find you, buddy?
Well, you can just find me. All you got to do on YouTube is type Brenny K74 and you will find my channel. Please like, share, subscribe to me. I think I am 6 or 7 away from 200 subscribers.
Woo.
So it's been a while, and I will do. It's been a while, and so you can find me there. You can also find me on the takeover. I'll be on it tomorrow, so that should be good, and hopefully Dermo you'll be tuning tomorrow as well because it will definitely concern the Spurs as well as all the other Premier League clubs.
Is, right, because we're a team, we're right at the very end. So I have to hear every other team's transfers and then get to the end. But because Bobby's got this silky voice, that's like listening to an audio book. That you just keep listening. No, I never said that. He keeps you hooked. You know, I just love it. Do get over. Brenny,
100%.
there we go. Brenny
100%.
K74. Find out. That's where you'll find Brenny. Let's get him to 200 before tomorrow night. I would love that.
Appreciate that.
Guys, thanks again. This podcast will be up tonight. Last week's will be up as well. Derm, put it in. Put the sub in. Wi-Fi is shocking. I'll still sub. Big up to you, Dan. Big up, Dan, as well. Another good Tottenham fan
Big
as
up,
well.
Dan, indeed.
Big up to Sunreal as well. Big up to you, McCoy. He's a GTA 6. Do you know I pre-ordered that? I've never pre-ordered any GTA before.
Ready for it. Bring it on.
But this one apparently is.
Big up.
Good. Are you PlayStation or Xbox?
Big up, Surreal.
PlayStation.
Send me your link. I add you as a friend on PlayStation.
Cool.
I'm a PS4 man, but I will be a PS5. I'm going to treat myself for a birthday present. It'll be end of August. I'm treating myself to PS5. My son has it. All my brothers have it. You know, I've got to get in there, and because my missus is not watching the show, she doesn't know I'm on. I'm gonna buy a PS5. Yeah.
Well,
I just think on that. I think on that bombshell, we just leave it there. I'm going to clip that bit, and on that bombshell, we'll leave it there. Thank you all for watching. We are back next week at 6 o'clock.
Thanks
with everyone. No problem, Brenny. And Brenny, over the weekend, we'll link up, bud. We'll do something.
Oh, definitely.
Nick, we will link up as well, because I've got an idea for you. If you can stick around for 2 minutes after stream, I've got to talk to you about a podcast brainwave I've had.
Oh no, I've been given a detention, people. I've been given a detention.
You have.
Yes, you
have. You have to write on the board. I did not sign for Arsenal. Right lines, a bit like Bart Simpson. And on that, ready big.
No, he's Judd Nelson. He's Judd Nelson and Breakfast Club, so he's got a detention.
Yeah. And Dan says that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's the way to leave this stream. All right. Good night, everyone. See you at 10. Come on, you Spurs.